A very good day to you. I hope you had yourself an amazing day. It's World Mazingira Day, by the way. Not World Mazingira Day, it's Mazingira Day in Kenya. That is a day to celebrate our environment. You are supposed to have planted trees today. I don't know if you did. That is, if you're watching or listening from Kenya. I don't know if Kamlesh, did you plant trees today?
I'm about to at night.
Yeah, so welcome to the Black Hot Fire Thursday updates. We're going to be looking at Africa today, of course, each and everything that was making headlines in Africa. I have news from all over. We're going to be starting with the Rigiji ouster. Ouster.
Say the first one again.
Ouster. the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, is about to be kicked out of office. It's
allegedly.
the first time. It's the first time, allegedly. It's the first time we've had a sitting deputy president kicked out of office in Kenya since 2010. Not the first time. We had Saitoti kicked out of, at that time we had a vice president and they could be fired at any time. So there was a time Saitoti was fired by
dismissed.
Moi. Dismissed? Fired?
Dismissed.
He was dismissed then. There was a time Saitoti he was dismissed. Because at that time it was a nominative position. You'd be nominated to be, you'd choose whoever you want to take over that post. But now it's an elective seat where, as people are voting, they vote for two people, not one person. They vote for the president and the deputy president. Might be the first time we see this. According to the Kenyan constitution, impeaching a deputy president or a president in that case does not require the citizens to be involved. I don't know. The makers, the writers, the crafters of the constitution.
Yashpal guy.
Who?
Yashpal guy. You don't
He's the one who wrote that.
No, he was the chairman of the committee that came up. Yeah.
I know a few people who wrote it, including Gitobu, Imanyara, and the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know why they thought about it, because how they saw it, because it's the citizens that voted in somebody. Mm-hmm. I do believe, according to Article 1.1 of the Constitution, that says the power belongs to the people, mm-hmm. and the people shall exercise mm-hmm. the power in whichever way they think they should.
Yeah.
Then I don't think it was the best decision to have some of those things decided by Parliament. Personally, I think, I don't know about you, but I think such, when we're talking about impeachment motions, especially that for elective positions, mm-hmm. It's different for example, impeaching Ruto is different from impeaching Aden Duale. Aden mm-hmm. Duale was nominated. Mm-hmm. So that one, he does not even need to be impeached. He should just be fired. I believe everybody should be fired by whoever employed you. The president was not employed by Parliament. He was employed by the citizens. So I do believe that it's the citizens who should hold the power to impeach. I don't know about you.
Okay. I agree halfway. Because the people in Parliament were elected by the citizens. Yeah. So they're empowered by the citizens. Mm-hmm. So by them acting in such a manner, mm-hmm. they are basically representing the citizens. And that is where, when they wrote this constitution, mm-hmm. the only miscalculation they had was thinking that Kenyan politicians will have morals, that they are not up for sale. Mm-hmm. But what we've witnessed with this, this is, what number of house is this? 14th or 15th?
The last time I checked, we were in the 11th Parliament. I think I switched off from then.
Yeah, so
the August House.
This August House was bought off, and yeah. they're acting in behalf or on behalf mm-hmm. of certain individuals or certain elective positions that have power over them. Mm-hmm. That's not supposed to be the case. We are supposed to have an impartial August House that acts for the best interests of the Kenyan people.
But then, wasn't that to be expected, especially considering that the democracy system, not just in Kenya, Africa, but in the world, mm-hmm. most of them operate on party terms. And you find out that in most cases, it's even the party leader, the the president is always the party leader of the majority. Apart from
Yes.
2007, that's when we saw something we've never seen, where the minority party in parliament produced the president.
Well,
44 to 110.
well,
44 to 110.
yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we
So,
shall not go into depth about the repercussions of that.
so now the problem is, one, the nominations in Africa are sold. We all know that.
Yes.
They're given to
The highest bidder.
yeah. So one, the president chooses whoever is going to be elected, because in a political infrastructure, in a political architecture that is as tribal as we have in Africa, for example, getting an ODM ticket in Nyanza is a direct
You know where to
pathway
go.
to parliament.
Yeah.
Getting a UDA ticket in Kericho is a direct entry to parliament.
Yes.
The same with UDA in Kirinyaga, maybe not now, but then.
Yeah.
So now that means the president gets a chance to handpick his people in every county, in every constituency, that he can. So he ends up controlling the executive, ends up controlling the legislature by virtue of belonging to the same political party. They have what they call parliamentary committees. They go in parliamentary committees and then they are told what to do. For example, before the finance bill, there was a parliamentary committee. They were told, you're going to vote this way. Before the Gashagua removal, there was a parliamentary committee. They were told what they're going to do. So now, that means the legislature and the executive is just but one.
They are one singular body.
The judiciary, who nominates the judges?
Huh?
Who nominates the judges?
The president.
They're going to tell you it's the Judicial Service Commission, but we all know who does.
Yeah.
So that means the three arms, they're supposed to be the three arms of government, but it's one arm.
And here is where
it might be have an arm, not really a full arm, because the other half is stealing, but it's an arm. The arm is one.
And it's stealing from itself, halving itself.
Yep.
Listen, in my opinion, yes, we might belong to the same party. And this is where, again, I say we are morally bankrupt as a people, as a country, as a continent. You should have a stand where even if in the same party, you're more loyal to your constituents and your citizens than to a political party.
But now the problem with the political infrastructure, the tribal political infrastructure that we have in Africa today,
yes,
is if you don't do that, then you won't get the next nomination. And you're going to
of
lose.
Course.
So that means if you are an MP in Nyanza, you lose the ODM ticket, you go. Doesn't matter what you did, the development you did, you go.
Do you think Selassie will be coming back?
I think Selassie will be coming back.
But he's been going against the grain in favor of justice and fairness.
The only reason I believe Selassie will be coming back is because a lot of things will have changed by then.
Okay.
I was reading a book by, what is the name of this gentleman? Njiru. Was his name Njiru? He was the government something.
Yeah.
And he said something that I had read in another book. It was in reference to the opposition leader, the current opposition leader that we have. He's a very, very I won't say selfish, because that's what politics is about. It's about being selfish. Politics.
Yeah. It's a selfish game.
Yeah.
It's a very selfish arena to exist in.
Yeah. So I don't. He was talking about. Did I say this yesterday? He was talking about how they entered into. You see, after the 2007-2008 post-election violence, then he had Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan was the UN
Secretary General.
SG. He came to Kenya to have that.
Yeah. He was the broker of the peace.
Yep. There was the name that they called it. I just can't remember. And so he was saying on how they sat outside. There was what was called the Pentagon. There was Ruto. There was Balala and the rest. You know, they had formed a Pentagon. And they had signed. And of course, according to that comes after the 2005. In 2005, they tried to change the Kenyan constitution. That was when they had the banana and the chungwa, if you can remember. That's where actually the name ODM came from.
Started,
Yeah, from 2005. So now, at that time, there was Kibaki was the one who was Kibaki the one who drafted the first bombers reforms. That was to see something change in the Kenyan constitution. And of course, it was to see, for example, the president being the head of government, but the prime minister being more like the head of the nation. The president would be the head of government, but the prime minister would be now the head of the country. I think it's Britain does that. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So it came after that. So at that time when Kofi Annan came and Raila was to get, so before Raila and Kibaki met, there used to be committees that they would meet to try and find peace. At that time, people were dying in Eldoret and in Kenya and in Rift Valley and everywhere. So the committee was Kinaruto, there was Kalonzo. On Kibaki's side, there was the likes of Mutaura, Francis Mutaura. There was the likes of his political advisors. They were the ones who were meeting to try find a solution.
Yes.
And they never found a solution for weeks because according to the Kofi Annan deal, the party, they were going to divide. The government was going to be a grand coalition government. However, the coalition government would be based on numerals. What he meant by based on numerals meant whoever had the most parties, the most numbers in parliament was the one who was going to have the larger chunk. I mean, it's a coalition government, but there's a difference between the Minister of
Agriculture
and the finance. Minister of Finance, So that meant ODM was to have
the better.
The five, there are four big CS positions. There is finance, defense, there is interior security, and there is, which other one? There are four of them. Defense, finance, interior. I'll remember the fourth one in a minute. So they never agreed on that because Kibaki had already nominated people for that. And then he was like, I'm the finance person here, so leave finance to me. And then he would also say, I'm the commander-in-chief. There's no way I'll be the CIC and then have the defense from ODM, the defense minister from ODM. And then they would go now to interior security and he would still say, I'm the commander-in-chief. I can't hand over security to you guys. And so they ended up forming 44 ministerial positions. 44. And that was formed. So now after weeks and weeks of not finding a solution, Kibaki called Raila and Raila went to meet Kibaki alone. So it was Raila and Kibaki and Mutaura and somebody else. And they sat for a few hours and Raila was told, I'll give you the prime minister position. Mambo ingine wachana nayo. And when he left that room, he left with, I think, 18 ministerial positions. Most of them, actually, Kibaki did this. He took departments in ministries and made them ministries. For example, in the Ministry of Sports, there was the Department of Culture.
Yes.
Now he made Ministry of Culture. In the Ministry of Agriculture, there was the Department of Livestock. So he gave Raila a Ministry of Livestock. And Mans was so happy.
Kula mangombe.
Mans was so happy.
Yeah, pastoralist.
So he came out with 18 positions and his. Do you know why he never cared about the others? He got his. He was the prime minister. He was the head of the country. That was what he was told. You're going to be the head. I'm just going to be the head of government. You're going to be the head of the country. So Kibaki ended up taking the finance ministry, taking the security, the interior security ministry, taking the defense ministry. And all the other ministries are actually dependent
on all these.
On especially finance. When you have finance, you have everything else.
Yes.
So that was where they broke up with everybody else because, for example, Ruto was given the agricultural minister. What do you do as a minister of agriculture?
Oh, let me tell you what he did. At that time is when the Kenya seeds, whatever.
Yeah.
That is when the scandals and the price of fertilizer started going up. That is when the price of maize per 90 kg started going up. That is when we started getting flour shortages in the country. That is when we started getting artificial shortages. Okay?
Yep.
And this is, and just to hold him into account, before that he was the Minister of Higher Education. You remember?
Yep.
And that is when we also started getting the cases of held money being misappropriated. That is when he was even taken to court over misappropriation of funds. That is when he got control of the now dying Moi University. And you can see his track record. You can see how he's never really been on the right foot or on the right side of history and corruption
So to
scandals.
look at it, the Kenyan political infrastructure has always been not the Kenyan one, but let us use the Kenyan one because it's the one that we have context.
Sure.
It has always been treacherous from
Yes.
the word go from Kimathi and Kenyatta and the people who fought for independence. They were never the ones who ended up, the Kimathis
Gaining. Yeah.
who fought for independence are dead.
General China.
The General China, there were Rohyu. There were two. They were prisoners, but they were prisoners. They were prisoners who would get conjugal visits, and there were prisoners who got shot and buried, and you never know where their graves are today.
Unmarked graves.
Yep, and the others who had conjugal visits.
Anazalisha watoto wakiwa jela.
Yep. So it has always been a treacherous one from the word go. You look at even after Kenyatta died in 1978, for example, a fraction. That was when Kenyan, tribalism has always been deep. You look at Kenyan political infrastructure, tribalism
it's not just Kenya, Demorans, Africa wide. Like we said, you've grown up past the tribal. The African man has not left the tribal shit alone. That's why he keeps losing. So it's not Kenya, not just Kenya. It's all Black Africa, and that's become a problem that should have been solved years ago. I hate to say Kagame's the only one, even though he's a brutal dictator, no good. He did know, hey, this tribal shit gotta go. I gotta get rid of this shit. This shit is obsolete. Does not help us. We gotta. If it's by force, I would hope it wouldn't have to be forced. I'm hoping that the African will wake up and say, hey, you know what? This tribal shit don't work. It's stupid. Keeps us divided. Everybody can come in and put tribe against tribe, and we end up losing at the end. So, right.
But unfortunately, for example, in that time, at that time when Kenyatta died and Moi was to take over, a fraction of Kikuyus did not want that because how can a Kalenjin rule us, And that is why Moi never lasted even 5 years. Never lasted 5 years in office before they tried to overthrow him.
Yes.
He took power in 1978. By 1982, there was an attempted coup. 5 years into office. 5, not even 5, less than.
But then,
5.
but didn't he last all the way to like the 2000s or something?
At that time, Moi had just taken power. That man was just 4 years in.
I know. I get it, Demore. But didn't he still last all the way to like 2000 or something?
Actually, some people argue that after the 1982 attempted coup, Moi was never the same again.
Oh, yeah. That is...
He was like, why you are cooing me? I've not even done anything.
Before that, he was actually a very just leader. He was he was always pro-education.
He was just, okay, that's good. That's it. There you go. So he said, so you just brought the thing with me and Demore was discussing when hey, it's Moy's college that's collapsing, isn't it, Demore?
Actually,
isn't his university?
Moi, you have to give it to Moi. Moi devolved university education. At that time, we only had Nairobi University. Education was like this thing, this foreign. People did not even understand. Like that guy went to university. That was something big. Yeah. So Moi devolved university. He
was very big on education.
But I'm asking. Hold on, okay. But I'm asking the irony behind that. Is it Moy's university that's being closed because of the tribal shit? The
university that is getting closed.
And
God damn.
The reason that is happening is because of the precedence that was set by our sitting president when he was in the higher education ministry. Okay, he was the first one to fire the VC and appoint a VC that was favorable to him, so that they could embezzle government funds that were directed towards more
Shit.
university. Because this is what you have to remember. Universities get billions and billions of shillings. That is the public universities to fund for the government sponsored students.
Yep.
And that money, and then apart from that, there is the money they get to pay, because they're paid to pay their workers. Okay?
Mm.
The government sends them money to pay the workers. The money that they should remit to places like NSSF, NHIF,
Yeah.
those are funds that they go ahead and embezzle. And so, literally, what we see happening with Mo University right now is a
But let's
result
ask the
of
question. Let's ask the question, guys. I guess what and just an honest answer, guys.
Okay.
What do you think is all the theft with these African puppets? Why do you think they need to steal everything? I'm not just talking about Kenya. We're just using the black Africans as a. Why do these men feel like they got to steal everything from just why they feel like they got to steal all of it? Like the Morris said. Why can't they just leave a little bit? Why can't you steal a little bit? Still develop. Why you got to steal everything? I'm
I
asking you
think
guys.
you have no idea.
that's above greed. I mean, I don't think it's
In
greed.
my
That's
opinion,
above greed because as I said, I understand somebody like Salasia stealing. He's poor. You know,
kwanza venye Sudi
Salasia,
alikuwa anamshikashika na madharau.
Salasia is a certain MP who was being asked about climate change. If you can remember him,
Yeah,
understand him stealing.
Not that guy again. That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, Joby's boyfriend. If that one steals, let's say, I have no problem with him. The enemy is he's trying to fight poverty. He's trying to get off the hook, the
the
vicious
block.
cycle of poverty. So, but now you've stolen 100 million. Now your net worth is 1 billion. It goes to 5, goes to 20. It's no longer about poverty. You're not poor. It's no longer about money you reach. It's no longer about class you
You mean
above.
the clip? That's what I'm
Then
asking them. Then what is it? Because it's not Kenya. It's Africa. Why? What is it then? What's with these African men that they need to steal everything? They don't develop shit. Just like Paul Bear who just died. This moron was in power 50 years. He died he died in France or Switzerland hospital because he would never build a real hospital in Cameroon ever. What's with it?
I don't
Why
know
do they
about
gotta steal
before we
everything?
publish. Me personally, I think it's the precedents that has always been set from the word go. You look at the Kenyatas; they came into power, they stole half of Kenya. You go to
But
Uganda, I'm sure it's the same. And now the second president who comes in, of course, wants to equal the
it's a
other one
theft.
in terms of stealing. So they steal more than the first. Then the third now steals more than the first two combined.
That
You
might
go
be it because I'm trying to figure. You're probably right. It's probably corrupt from the first puppets where they put the first puppets in. Because I was looking
Mobutu
at an
was
African
at one
gentleman.
point was Mobutu at one point the richest man in Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you that. Yes, he was the
Whoever is
richest
going
man
to
in
come
Africa.
after him now wants to be richer than him. I mean,
So, so here's the thing. Every African leader, okay, every African politician has delusions of grandeur. They have delusions of royalty. Okay,
Exactly right. He right. Well, what's that about, Camless? He's exactly right. What? Okay, I agree. What is that about?
reason is when we elect them, we give them titles such as honorable.
Honorable and excellency.
Exactly.
Excellency.
So we put them on a pedestal and we carry them like they're demigods. And once you start massaging such an ego, going back is a very difficult task. So what they do is they try to play onto that narrative. And just to build on what Demore was talking about, once the first president steals a certain amount, when the second one comes in, the cake is not whole. There is a piece missing. So he's going to cut his own piece of the cake, and the cake just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Okay? So by the time you're on your fifth president, y'all are stealing from a single slice, and now the theft is wider and more devolved and more sophisticated.
And the
Because
set, right.
now everybody wants to be the king of their constituency, of their county. They want to be seen as the royalty in their area where they exert power. That's why you can never arrest an MP in his own constituency.
Mm.
Okay? You won't be able to. The police in that constituency will protect him
Yep.
because he is the king of that constituency.
Now
You
what
cannot.
now what now what Campbell's saying is actually is exactly true because I was talking about the psychology of these despots. The ones who actually fought for Africa, they got nothing. These despots all got put in power by the white
And
man. And to
that's the
and
reason.
to
Okay, go ahead, kid.
oh yeah, let me finish this the more you have it. And to substantiate what Camus is saying, you had an African general, I think he was Kenyan. I think he was a Kenyan, it was funny. He said, look at all these leaders and look at their grave sites from the poorest countries in the world. They're in Africa. And look at the white. So what he did, he juxtaposed the presence of America and Europe, their burials, how they're plain and hardly nothing, and how all the African burial sites are all presents are all like monuments and shit. He said from the poorest countries in the planet, and look at the shit that how these guys end up getting buried. Like damn, they got like mausoleums and all kind of just elaborate shit.
Yeah.
We're going
And something
go
Keith
to
had said before,
yeah.
for these politicians to be this wealthy, what have they invented? What industries
Yep.
have they
You
built?
can't even mention. And
None.
the other problem is, once
Hold
again,
on a second. One, are you okay? You must be right. You survived. Hey, my house is fucked up in Tampa. God damn, it got my house down there. Shit. Um, so at least you living, man. There's a lot of people messed up down the whole part of Florida. They underwater gators. Got gators in people's houses and shit. So how does a gator get in your house if your door is closed? Is it coming through the window? How these gators get in everybody's houses? But anyway, go ahead, guys.
yeah,
You good?
the
Hey, did you? How about you, Sugman? Did you have any damage? I see Tampa's flooded. That dude out in the boat, that white dude in the boat, he dead. He told him to, hey man, get out the boat, stupid. You're gonna not gonna. He's. They said he lost at sea. That moron. They tried to get out of the damn thing. You see the baseball stadium is destroyed over there. No, no, they were gonna demolish it anyway. But I'm glad you're all right, brother. But my house is gone. Shit. But go ahead, Demo.
yeah. So yeah.
My
So
my
Kamlesh, it's Kamlesh was doing a gator joke, and it's
yeah.
so
What
Finally,
about the guy?
guys,
How did how did
guys,
alligators how did
yeah,
alligators get in people's houses if the doors are closed? I'm not understanding. I'm seeing all
they
these videos on TikTok. Everybody's opening the door. There's fucking gators up in there. And and good thing this one guy had a flashlight because the gator almost got his ass. Oh shit! He
yeah,
said,
but Keith, I think it's Bill
yeah.
Gates who invented the Windows. Yeah, so since Bill Gates owns Windows
and he's the biggest gator
and he's the biggest gator, he opened the windows
for the alligators.
for the alligators.
Maybe
Yeah,
so, because I'm not understanding about that. He said, no damage. My power has been off since yesterday. Well, you survived it. How was it going through it, brother? Was it all right? But actually, Tampa, some parts of Tampa down by the boardwalk, they got power. They got power. Hey, do me a favor, Demore, since you show, play a video of damages of the hurricane. Some people got power in Tampa. Oh, you got broken windows? That's all right. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, they swam through the windows. They like Camus is right. Camus is
Yeah,
right because Camus is right because I didn't know how I didn't understand how all these damn gators, all these motherfucking people's houses. What the fuck is going? Shit. I knew the gators gonna be out there and wild snakes. Front doors up, nah, because the doors were closed as they were coming in. Now they had their TikTok things. They opened the door. And oh shit! Big ass gate up in there. Ah, like that. And you had some more out there in Florida walking around in that water. I'm like, man, are you crazy? There's poisonous snakes and gators out there. And somebody was yelling at the dudes, hey, stupid, there's gators out in that water. Oh, all he had on was some Crocs. He said, I'll be okay. Okay. You not out swimming no gator, you moron. He got Crocs. They asked him, did he have like waterproof boots? He said, no, I got Crocs on. Crocs? Out there in that water? Man, you crazy as hell.
But yeah, Keith,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
you can't mess with guys from Florida. They're afraid of nothing. Like you're already in Florida, okay? What are you
Florida's,
afraid of?
Florida's got a bad rep that Cameras. Yeah, they have power. Just yeah. Okay, that power just a mile from Some people got power. I was looking at this brother's house. He lives further over in down in Bradenton. His house is on stilts. His grandma, I think the whole family on black. That's the black side of town. I said they didn't get gentrified. They still got a little bit of out there by Bradenton and Sarasota. Usually white people take all that land from black people. So his whole family lived out there. His grandma house is fucked up. His aunt lives across the street. Her house is fucked up. Only one house is alright is his because it's on still, but the whole neighborhood is like trash. I was like, how, how did these Negroes survive having land still there? Usually the white people come, hey, you Negroes got to leave. We got to steal all this land from you. So I was surprised they had land out there. So he said, Florida, man, yeah. Cameras is right. A lot of Florida people are fucked up in their head. That's not no lie. But who's this fine sister over here driving this truck? What the hell? Usually got fat sloppy broads out here doing this. There's this fine sister over there. Shit, that's
Say
one in a
hi.
million. That's one in a million. You guys want me to say? I should turn my camera and go over and talk to
Say hi.
her. Hey, let me see. I'm gonna yell at her. See, but women, you in America, women get mad when you yell at them. Back though, you have an attitude. Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. She look mean. She look angry. I don't want to be. I don't want to cuss. I want to cuss no sister out today. Hey, who you talking to? You mind your own business. She do a Joby on me, then I had to cut her ass up. Who you talking to, you bitch? You get your ass on down the road. So
Has an attitude before talking to her. Okay, he's already come up with what she's going to say, how she's going to react. So now he's not talking to her.
yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know. I look at her face. I'm like, nah, it's gonna be some bullshit, and I had to just go. I had to go off on her ass. He said you have a 150-page book to to read before the sun goes down. Yeah, hey, but you made it through it. Uh, all of Florida's fucked up, from the west to the east. Daytona's flooded. They said Vero Beach is gone. I don't know about over there by Cocoa Beach. They say Fort Myers is fucked up. They say, man, well, we're not getting no money. All our money went to Israel. There is not real cats. We're broke. I ain't gonna have no money for this. Hey, I got damaged like a mug. They called and told me your house is fucked up. Man. I'm gonna call the insurance company. Hey, I'm gonna need some money, man, out of my house. This circumstances, and we're gonna give you $12,000. $12,000, motherfucker, you better give me about 100 grand. What are you talking about? So it's gonna be rough. I'm glad you sustained no damage though. Not more women are begging men. Yeah, approach them. And now I'm gonna go approach her. She was nice looking though. That's why I was surprised. Like, what? What you doing out here? So, nah, because she might have been a dyke. Whenever you go over there, usually like some damn, a coochie liquor. What you doing? I'm sorry, shorty. You do your thing. Yeah.
This man went off for the tandem.
Be a coochie liquor. That's what you get. Coochie liquors. I said, that's a fine coochie liquor right there. Nah, leave it alone. It's good. You don't need to fight all time tomorrow. You can see somebody's face. They looking all mean. You just say hi. Who you talking to? Who you saying hi to? Damn, bitch, I'm saying hi to you. What's wrong with you?
He's
That
allergic
aggressive,
to penis.
is right. That aggressive comes out of me, Demore, and you can't hold it. They come talk. I'm just saying, you look nice. That's it. You can't give a woman a compliment in America no more, Demore. You can't just say, Shorty, you look nice. Why? What you want? I don't want nothing. I'm just saying, you look nice. It's always got to be combative due to this goddamn feminism shit. Got these women's minds messed up. Exactly. Sour puss. Exactly right. Y'all know what I'm talking. They don't live in America, Jibber Jet. They don't know what I'm talking about. These women and they fucked up attitudes. And I don't like this. It's too early in the day for me to cuss you out. Trying to be nice. Because you get
Oh my God, no.
you know. And then we hear that's if I'm on the phone, I'm getting embarrassed, and everybody hear me getting embarrassed. Now I'm gonna have to check you, bro. I'm gonna have to check. I can't leave it open. I'm gonna have to humiliate you now. Now I'm on the phone. Everybody hear you talking crazy to me. I gotta go for the juggler. I gotta rip you to shreds. You left me no other choice.
Say we didn't talk to her for her own sake.
Right.
Regular.
All right, you got to go for the juggler now because she left me no. She left me no choice. All I just said is you look nice. Send me find these videos, Demore, real quick before you wrap up. Of damage and say Hurricane Milton, Florida damage. Hurricane Milton, Florida damage. Milton, Hurricane Milton, Florida damage. Hey Ross, how you doing, man? How'd you make it? In western part of Palm Beach County, a city called, I know where that's at. Wellington came to their house, got destroyed by a tornado. Oh, they had like 40 or 50 tornadoes touch down, Ross. 40 or 50 tornadoes because of the hurricane touchdown. Just destroyed it. My house is destroyed, man. My house down there in Tampa is destroyed. I can't even rent my shit out no more. You said the western part of Palm Beach? Yeah. Yeah, all the way down there. And I told Unsucker one to head on down there. Didn't work out. You see how they taking all these damn subscribers from us? We was at 450, now we're down to 380 something. This shit's funny. Remember we was at 10,400 something? Now we're down at, I was like, just took everything down all of a sudden. It's hilarious. Feel your sound, some more.
Okay.
Yeah, Irene, John, we knew this was going to be a bad one. It took less than 8 hours to cross the Florida Peninsula. The storm now heading out into the Atlantic Ocean as a
Destroyed the whole state.
deaths have been confirmed specifically in St. Lucie County. That is on on Florida's Atlantic coast. We just got some.
Yeah, that's on the other side. It's like it got even though it came in on the west coast of Florida, it's like the east got more damn damage. She said St. Lucia, damn, that's a little bit north of you. That's about an hour north of you, Ross. Go ahead. Go ahead, Demore.
Tampa. It is unclear how many people need to be rescued, but that operation underway this morning from that second floor of the apartment complex. You can see when Milton made landfall, it was a Category 3 storm with 120-mile-per-hour winds. Part of the roof of Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays, it actually ripped off in this storm. And take a look here at St. Petersburg. A construction crane came crashing down after authorities, they had warned that there wasn't enough time to secure it. Even before the storm made landfall, an outbreak of tornadoes cut across the state. Officials reported the most warnings in a single day on record.
Tornadoes right there. All these damn tornadoes everywhere fucking up shit. Damn, all these tornadoes everywhere because the hurricane was so violent, so much force causing tornadoes. You might not get fucked up by the damn hurricane. Now you're in a tornado getting destroyed. Like, God damn. Shit. You know? Cars, houses.
County was destroyed. Listen here to one man and how his family survived.
We all started didn't even make
Oh, house gone.
And I heard a piece of glass crack and it sucked the whole roof off and I felt the thing suck me up and I grabbed my kid and my wife and Hunker down.
Our deputies are out here. The fire district is out here. We're going through the rubble.
Let's go to the trailer park.
We're covering.
I was in there playing with my penis and balls, and the roof sucked off of me. I didn't know what happened. I said, "Dear Lord, at least let me shoot off one nut before you take me."
The predicted storm surge up to 13 feet, flooding densely populated areas along the coast, including Fort Myers. On top of all of that, it's left more than 3 million homes and businesses without power. The governor says 9,000 National Guardsmen have been mobilized to respond to the storm, along with 1,400 search and rescue first responders. All of that underway this morning. Milton is the third hurricane to make landfall in Florida this year, and that just tie a record in more than.
There's another one coming too next week. There's another one coming next week. Another one coming next week.
Anyway, as we come to the end of the show, Kamlesh and Joby are coming up in how many minutes?
Yeah, that was a crazy European on there. The house sucked. I was over. I didn't know what I was doing. I was playing with my penis and shit. And I said, girl, I don't know if we're gonna make it. At least let me get one nut off first before I die. Shit. Goddamn, they got gators out here floating around. Shit dangerous. And you know, goddamn, Florida got them fucking jaguars and shit. Them fucking tigers. Tigers probably loose running through the streets. Fuck you up, man. Shit, you got tigers out there, fucking bears. Man, shit. I'm not walking nowhere after no damn damage like that. You got them tigers out there that's loose, running around and shit. They're not big as a lion in Africa, but a tiger's a tiger. It'll fuck you up. Got tigers running around wild out there. You got them wild ass bears. Remember, that's the quarter where all them bears, them black bears over there. A bear will fuck you up. Shit, don't mess with a bear will fuck your ass up, Jack. Yeah, you know Florida got bears. Florida's got bears. Jibba jabba. I don't know if we got. They say they got boars. I've never seen a Florida. They say they got boars too. I've never seen a Florida boar. I've seen the bears, and I've seen them damn jaguars, them tigers, come out the woods on my ass one day. I was sitting there eating, sitting in the street just looking, and a motherfucking big ass jaguar came out the woods. I said, "Motherfucker, whose damn tiger is this?" I forgot I was about to ever. I said, "These crackers got tigers out here. This is kill somebody. Whose wild ass tiger is this out here?" I forgot I was by the Everglades. Hey, stupid, you're in the swamp. There's tigers everywhere. Yeah, it's scared the hell. It's like seeing a lion and run guy. You sitting there chilling, big ass lion. Like, what the fuck? I said, that damn tiger was big, Jack. I was like, that stopped my heart. I said, what if I was outside, like changing a tire or something? This thing would have ate my ass up. I went out there, changed the tire, and this fucking tiger was out there. It'd have got my ass. This is crazy.
Anyway, as we come to the end, make sure you join Kamlesh and Job in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy. So in Florida, you got gators, tigers, fucking poisonous snakes everywhere. They were trying to tell that dude in Tampa, "Hey, I seen snakes. You got poisonous snakes out there. I'm not going to no water. Fuck all that." White people always want to investigate shit. Let me see what's happened over here. It's all fucked up. I know that. I ain't going nowhere till they clean this shit up. I'm not walking out in that.
Kamlesh just did another bear joke.
What did he do? What did he say? What did he say about the bears?
What did the people in Florida say?
About what? About bears?
Bear with us.
Say it again, Camus. What
did the people in Florida say?
I don't know.
Bear with us.
Oh. But be careful out there, guys. Raj, you out there. You got lights, Raj. Hey, Raj, do you got electricity? Just be like you in Africa, nigga. Your lights going. You'll be all right. I'm joking. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, Keith, as we come to the end,
want you to bear with us.
Stay safe out there, guys. And a big shout out to everybody who was with me, Jiba Jaba and Sankenwan, Michelle, and of course, who else was with me?
Be safe, guys. Take,
Noreen
watch
and
for
Rastash.
watch for down power lines. Watch for gators, man. When a
Yeah,
gator close to you, he'll make that noise. He'll make that ah, ah. He'll make
because
that
they're
ah
waiting.
noise. Yeah, he get a chance. He's not like a crocodile. Crocodile ain't getting it. Well, a crocodile just chase you and bite the fuck out your ass. An alligator at least give you a warning. A crocodile just run and just rip you to shreds. That's why. That's why I don't like going around Louisiana. They got too many crocodiles over there. Stay in Florida where you got alligators. Alligators won't mess with you unless you get close to them or start messing with them or they hungry. And an alligator is fast. Don't believe an alligator is slow. Alligator chase the shit out your ass.
Much love, family. Much love.
Much love, Demoria, you guys.